What is up, everybody? Welcome to Geeks Around. I am your executive producer, Keanu Jackson. We are back, finally, for the continuation of our Walking Dead discussions with what's happened and what's going on. And apparently what's going on is that there were too many niggas in the show and they had to get rid of somebody. Let's go ahead and introduce the rest of the panel. We actually have a large panel today. It's like, this would be another fun discussion. Let's go ahead and lead things off with our producer and lead host, Matt Moore. What did you think of this episode, Matt?
I don't know. Matt, talk. Go ahead, talk, Matt.
I was gonna, but then I think this episode was just so great because I'm Matt Moore and I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay, so apparently we're gonna go to I'm so confused. To Todd. Matt, Todd. The guy in the fedora. What the fuck did you think of this episode, asshole?
I think I was entirely too drunk to enjoy it. For its whole dream sequency thing. Like, it was trying to be artful, and Walking Dead is not art. Well, I mean, it's art, but it's not high art like it was trying to be. So I think it kind of fell through because of that.
Okay, I respect that. And rounding this up, it's like, this is one of those rare occasions we have all of the staff members in one show. Community Manager Knuckles Goldberg, what did you think of this episode?
I thought it was the worst episode of the series.
Oh!
Wow.
Painful. Let's go ahead and round things up with our contributors. Charles, what did you think of this episode, man?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm still actually kind of confused as to what the hell happened. I mean, I'm kind of still.
Black guy.
Yeah, he killed another black guy. I'm kind of still on the fence about what's going on. I think I might actually have a much clearer answer close to the end of the hangout.
Oh, funny you use the phrase "on the fence."
Isaiah, how about you, man?
Oh man, I want to like it, but. I mean, it was just like another black guy quota. Like, oh, we got a black guy quota for today. Okay, we got Bob, now we got Tyrese. So it was okay. It was just okay episode.
All right, Lou Rod, how about you, man?
Episode was great. I enjoyed it. I had no issues with what everyone wants to call a dream sequence, or the fact that Tyrese was just in between killing himself or staying with the world.
I could care less.
You gotta admire it.
Yeah. All right. And last but not least, Reggie, the third black guy on this panel. So according to the Walking Dead rules, you're gonna have to be dead by the end of this episode.
Well, see, I thought about that. See, it's only the black folks that are part of Rick's group. I'm not any way affiliated with Rick. I don't know who Rick is, so just keep me out of it.
Yeah, there's a slight chance you might be safe.
Yeah, you will be safe if you don't know.
Yeah, you already touched on. After watching this, it was like I was like, if there's no other hangouts that I get on, I have to at least get these two things out. One, yeah, I guess only one black man allowed on Rick's team, so we've got that precedence set. Number two. Beth lovers, shut the fuck up already. you got your last little glimpse of her or whatever. Now, shut up. She's dead.
She's dead. Yeah. She's coming back. But all y'all can relax because you'll see her in Flash soon enough.
Yep.
And then, the third little thing there was, I was expecting them to start putting up subtitles and start speaking in French or something and go into like black and white and have this like whatever weird artsy thing or whatever. I was not jiving with this one.
You don't have a mustache, but I did have a mustache.
It's like, see, the thing is, like, I understand they tried to do something new with this particular episode of The Walking Dead. They tried to, use some film formats that they hadn't used before previously in the show. And my thoughts are, the reason they didn't use them previously for the show is because they don't fucking work for this show. It was a bad idea to do it.
Right.
It could have worked maybe with a different character, like maybe take out Daryl or Michonne, or I don't know. I just think that Tyrese was such an underused character, and the way Sure, they gave him an entire artistic episode, and that was kind of cool. And if you look at him away from the comic persona, in the comic he's a badass. In the show, Tasha is Tyrese from the comic. This character is a pacifist, and it's kind of a cool story about a pacifist, but fuck that shit. Scott Gimple can fuck his own ass with an infected ostrich cock.
Wow, with an infected ostrich cock, not a normal one, people.
So how do you really feel about it?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you can go ahead and stop holding back. I mean, we're all friends here. An infected ostrich cock, that's a new one. I ain't never seen that before. Seriously, it's like, I mean, because I watch this episode as I do with most episodes of Walking Dead. It's like me, the guy in the fedora. I don't know whether he's Matt or Todd today. I don't fucking whatever. And Knuckles, like, but three of us watch this episode together. Yeah, but I'm illiterate.
That's nothing new.
But it's like so it's like three of us are chilling out watching this episode, and me and fuck off to Matt. Me and Matt are sitting there chilling, and you know, I'm making jokes and shit. We're both making jokes. It's like, yeah, it's like we got too many black folks here. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was honestly expecting Noah to be dead at the end of this episode.
Yeah,
I really was.
We said that in like the opening scene because there were three black folks in one car.
Yeah.
You gotta get rid of one.
It's like somebody's gonna die.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone in it. Rick's gonna be the only one who walked away because we didn't know that. What's his
Yeah, the Glenn is in the back.
Yeah, like was in the back. Or like, this car is gonna get in a crash. They're gonna kill off all the black people all at once.
Right? It's like there's gonna be a landmine or some shit like a zombie with a rocket launcher. It's like, I mean, fuck, you got all the niggas in one car.
Right.
All the heroes. It was like, I mean, you got Father Gabriel that was like, you know, back with others, but it's like, come on, who gives a flying fuck about Father Gabriel?
Right.
I'm not even sure that's his name. Is that his name?
Yes, it's his name.
Okay.
Yes, his name.
That motherfucker's gonna end up dying because he steps on a fucking rusty nail and
I hope.
That's what's gonna fucking kill him. This tetanus. Watch.
I'm sorry.
I think it would be hilarious if all the other awesome black characters died and the only one left standing was Father Gabriel.
More proof of Charles's racism.
That could happen in real life.
No, see, they
That's not really good. It's like at the rate they're going, it's like, I swear to God, because it's like, I was sitting there, I was joking. I didn't think that so soon after the death of Beth they would actually kill another fucking character. I was bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like my nigga Tyrese got bit. I'm like, oh, they gonna kill Tyrese. And it's like, I know that's got to be particularly disappointing for those on the panel and those that are watching that read the comic books, because as Todd was talking about earlier, the real Todd, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with their lower thirds. I don't know these people.
What we do with our lower thirds is our own business.
Hey, as long as you keep your lower third off of the camera view, you know, just get that lower third off.
I will lower third off of you all day.
Two consensus.
Yeah, to kill another character so soon was completely unexpected. I did not see that shit coming whatsoever.
You have to understand, they didn't just kill Tyrese. They killed Tyrese twice. They're like, you know what? He got bit. But you know what? We're going to make sure. So we're going to fucking do it again.
Right. It made no sense. It made no sense at all.
Oh, it makes sense. It's like, because like, oh, wait a second, we had him bit once, but it's like we know from Herschel, if you cut off a limb, you might be all right. No, we need to make sure this nigga died. So we're going to have to get bit again. Another fucking family member. Getting bit by the first zombie was a little bit ridiculous. Well, okay. Well, okay. For someone that's that's been in the zombie apocalypse for as long as him to actually be able to be snuck up on by a walker,
right? A child walker too.
Yeah, they ain't exactly motherfucking ninjas. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the nigga came down, rappelled through the sunroof and shit, and was clinging the walls and shit like Spider-Man, and did a ninja flip and then fucking bit his ass. I mean, it's a walker, okay? How the fuck do you not hear that?
Black walkers are loud. They're very loud.
There are two living things, as far as you know, in this house. One of them is right in front of you, so if you hear something behind you, I wonder what that is.
Right.
But that's just it. Tyrese has no experience fighting walkers, none whatsoever, unless there's a million of them, and then he's amazing.
Exactly right. It's like, I mean, it's the same brother. It's like, I mean, it's like he was attacked in the house by like fucking an army of walkers. He fucked them all up, but one little kid walker is how he gets got. Okay.
That's bullshit.
I mean, from who the character is in the show, not the comic books, because yes, like as Todd mentioned, it's like in the comic books, Tyrese is a badass, and like I was about to say earlier, it's like I feel bad for the people that expected Tyrese to be that same character was from the comic books, because even from my limited knowledge of the comic books, this Tyrese and the comic book Tyrese might as well be two completely different fucking people.
Right.
But based on who his character was in the show, I think he had to. Come on, he heard that fucking zombie. He heard it.
Right, he had to. And also,
he let himself get bit.
And also, really
I
quickly,
think he just gave up.
Right, and also, really quickly, I'm not going to say that Tyrese from the comic books and from the show is badass, but you gotta look at their mentality. The Tyrese in the comic books, he never gave up. That was the whole thing behind him. He never gave up. Suicide was not his thing. This Tyrese was such a puss cake. He's like, dude, you're giving up? Man, you're such an asshole. You're giving up like it's no tomorrow.
You notice how much blood he lost, Isaiah?
Yeah, he can still survive that shit.
He wasn't going to survive. He was bit on a major vein. Why do you think there was so much blood coming out? And then to top it off, Michonne chopped off his fucking elbow.
That was so stupid, too. Like, oh, my Lord.
No, that's only good part of it.
He wasn't going to live. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Let's get to the truck that's 2 miles away.
Right. Yeah, also, what took Chris so long to get back to this group? Like, oh, we need help on Tyrese. Okay, let's go. You guys took like 2 hours long. Goddamn.
Oh no, don't start that because we already have enough. Everybody hates Chris memes. We don't need any more.
It's not his fault though.
That's why they're not going to kill him. They got to keep that meme train rolling. So
everybody hates Noah.
That's right.
He needed to die. Oh, fucking drop.
Well, Noah did get Tyrese killed because Tyrese went into his house to check first, saying like, "I'll go in first." And then that's when he got bit. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, Noah.
That's Tyrese's fault because he went into the house with his left foot because he said it's bad luck you go into a house with a left foot, which he did. So it was bad luck on his part.
Okay, question here. Everybody else has a decent-sized knife. Why the fuck does Tyrese have this little butter knife?
Come on. And that hammer. He got himself a little hammer. And he couldn't even get that shit. I was like, when that second walker was attacking him after he got bit the first time, it's like, that shit was ridiculous. You see, he gonna sit there, trying to pull out the hammer, drop that shit. I'm like, oh, dude, you're incompetent. It's like, okay, I need to protect myself from the zombie. I got an idea. I'll use my bare arm.
Well, so stupid.
Oh, come on, man.
What can you use your legs, dumbass? Like, use your legs.
I mean, if you're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
I was gonna say, like these zombies do not have muscle mass anymore. I mean, it's been a long fucking time. These zombies have got to be like 60, 70 pounds each. He should have just been able to toss that motherfucker.
Can we not talk about this, Todd? Because this will unravel everything. But I would like to say the moment Deano just spoke of about the arm bite was literally the only moment in the show, except for, if we get to it, baseball bat stuff. But those were the only two things about this episode I enjoyed. Everything else, every fiber of my being is opposed to.
You didn't like Noah killing someone with a plane?
Shh.
That was...
It was the creative kill.
I had problems. I actually had problem with that because it seems they're kind of loosey-goosey with what kind of head trauma is required to take down the zombie. I'm sorry, but that plane was not long enough to reach into his brain.
It was long enough to just pull out his eye where he stabbed him.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that and I was like, okay, so he pulled out his eye. He should still be going.
But on a serious note, though, Noah, in my book, or the actor behind him, he's actually a cool actor. And I do like the character Noah because it was very, to me, is believable how he just went, collapsed where his whole hometown is destroyed due to the Walker infection and all that good shit. But it was still good, though, because I like that character for what he was in the whole experience.
You put your vision in his acting, and you felt like you were there, huh, Isaiah?
Basically, yeah.
You thought you were in the moment, so you thought you were just laying on the ground, crying like a puss cake,
Yeah.
Waiting to have Tyrese come over and console you like a bitch.
Exactly. Until I got him killed.
Symbolically, the airplane I thought was pretty cool because it's like his two younger brothers and twins, but otherwise, I didn't care for Noah killing any. It wasn't like a badass kill.
Yeah, especially when he was on the porch.
Say everything is okay.
Help!
Right. And also,
Michonne's background kill earlier was way more badass. Like it wasn't in the forefront of the scene; it was in the background, and that was bad.
Yeah. That was so. To me, it's like the reason that was badass because it was like no big deal. It's like Walker's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I got him. Cut off your head. Cut off your head. It was like but it was funny. It's like that one Walker that had that piece of rebar stuck in him.
I was just about to say that.
The show decapitation thing. She was like, "Oh shit, that didn't work." Well, fuck me, sun sluts.
that was definitely the highlight for me.
But like getting to Michonne, what was her whole beat about? Like, oh, let's go to a different place where it could be salvation. Really?
Oh,
really? You don't know what her beef is?
First off, before we get to that, we have to acknowledge that Michonne was the only motherfucker who was all like, "This could be our home, like this little fenced-off area. This could be our home." She was hope throughout this entire episode.
That is true.
Make a life here. This is how we do it. Rick's all like, "No." She's all like, "Okay, let's find some other place then." She was the hope of the episode. Which is not her normal role, but I think she played it well.
It was weird, though. Very, very weird.
Well, yeah, it was definitely a little bit unusual, but I will freely grant that. But it was cool to see, somebody having hope and trying to push things forward, trying to survive. I mean, not just survive, but thrive. Because it seemed that everyone else had kind of lost hope with this. I mean, losing Beth, and then. I can't even imagine. It's like when Sasha finds out her brother's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. It's like the guy that she was in love with, Bob Stuckey, died, and then it's like fairly soon after that, losing Tyrese as well. It's like, I mean, that's everyone that she has true emotional feelings for in this world. They've been taken away from her.
We got 3 deaths in the last 3 episodes.
Right.
They really stepped it up this season.
Killing a black people quota. Yeah, like, okay, we got that first black person killed. Okay, who's on the next black quota? Okay, Noah's going to be next, and then Sasha, and then the pastor, then Michonne's going to be the last one to be killed off. Okay, cool, bye. High five, everyone.
I don't see them killing off the pastor. I agree with Charles. They'll kill all the other ones to keep him.
I don't think
need a godly spirit
for a while. I think we're pretty safe for deaths for a while.
You sure about that?
I don't know. I mean, I feel Daryl or Michonne has to go next.
If Daryl or Michonne died, it's like, I mean, the fans will fucking riot. I mean, it would almost be as bad as that whole Facebook incident from the finale last year.
Right.
Yes and no, because I kind of feel that Daryl and Michonne are interchangeable because they both sort of serve the exact same role. They are equally as awesome, and I feel like I just feel like they're redundancy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. I just wish the show. Had the cojones to do that and take one of them out. Yeah,
they've got to soon. We're getting so many new characters. They've got to have those balls soon. They blew what's her name's brains out, and I don't care what anybody says. I talked to my father, by the way, and this is a grown-ass man who literally, let's just say he's been acquainted with people who have blown people to bits, and he's crying like a baby during that episode. And I agree. I thought that was very emotional. I know most of the geeks of the round didn't think so. Look at me. I'm queefing up just thinking about it.
I mean,
just thinking about it.
Look, here's the sad thing, though. If you compare Tyrese's death to T-Dog's death was still more impactful than Tyrese's death because.
Oh, you know what? You're actually kind of right.
T-Dog died here.
I don't even remember how. Wait a second. refresh my memory. It's like I don't even remember how T-Dog died.
And that's the thing. Nobody remembers, but Isaiah's still kind of right.
T-Dog died when they first took the prison because it was him and Carol. He was already bit. He had a bite on his shoulder. And two walkers basically ripped him apart. He screamed, "Carol, go!"
He must be the badass in the end.
T-Dog was a hero. Tyrese died like a bitch.
T-Dog was a hero. Tyrese was pretty. I mean that. Tyrese was a very pretty story.
It was a boring story.
Yeah,
I think it would have been better.
My biggest issue with the whole thing was that there's no nice way to kill off a character, and I feel like the actors wanted that more than like the audience did, and it's 45 minutes of nothing basically for us.
It did seem a bit Chad Coleman.
I think it was just that they didn't really
Knuckles. You didn't
really
get
build up Tyrese
news on the radio.
Wait a second, Reggie. What were you saying?
Was that Night of the Living Dead on the radio, by the way?
I wasn't paying attention.
It's a possibility.
I think they just didn't build up Tyrese enough because, like with T-Dog, we kind of had a little more of a connection with him, and I feel like they tried to build that connection with Tyrese, but then like they started going down that road. I think like one of the parts, like when they joined up with Woodbury or whatever, and they were kind of trying to kind of build on his whatever emotional journey, and then they kind of ditched it for everything else, and then they kind of came back to it a little bit later on, and so I don't think they really just took enough time or played it out right to build up that connection with him. So then, dedicating a whole episode to his little, pay the bill, whatever thing is kind of like, whatever.
And also to add on to Reggie what he's trying to say, if we actually look at all the male black characters' deaths, you know that T-Dog never had like a final goodbye to into the group. He had nothing like that. He pretty much was out and out, going all out, like saving someone's life. Bob, Tyrese in a way, and
who the fuck was T-Dog? Refresh my memory.
Wait,
Stop
there was another black guy? I thought Tyrese was T-Dog.
No.
You piece of shit.
But again,
guys, stop! It's Black History Month. This isn't fun.
You piece of shit.
But again, like T-Dog never had none of that special. Like he didn't have a whole episode towards himself. He never had nothing special for himself
because he wasn't important enough.
That's the beauty thing behind it. When he saved someone's life, we all remember. I remember like, man, I miss that guy now. Tyrese died like a pussy. Bob died like, I don't know, he died like dead meat. And Axel died of like, oh, Axel was there? Oh, he got killed?
You know what?
What the fuck was Axel? Another black guy.
Bob died, I totally 100% agree, and this is so rare with every fucking word Isaiah is saying and nobody else. Isaiah's right, everyone else is wrong. But Bob kind of died the same exact death as Tyrese. Like, the peaceful man's death. I mean, fuck off. We had that story.
Right.
Dude,
yeah,
Bob
true.
died feeding
have like
a clan of
20-minute
hungry people.
Yeah, but again, it was nothing too impactful.
He was talking about how Bob got bit.
Right, but
not what was going on with the hunters, the people from Terminus.
Yeah, but again, because when T-Dog, again, I don't keep bringing up T-Dog, but again, T-Dog, that's why I like his death so much because it was impactful. It was like something I can remember. And
yes, he died a hero. He sacrificed himself to save Carol.
Yeah, that was.
That was literally Tyrese's death from the comics, by the way.
Well, then they gave it to someone.
Well, I mean, maybe parts interchangeable, but that was the whole gist of Tyrese in the comic was T-Dog.
Also, I should say this too, very, very quick with this one. Tyrese in the comic books, like a spoiler alert, he did die. Spoiler alert again, he did die in the comic books, but it was really. Oh, everyone knows it already. It's been out.
Listen, they all die in the fucking comic book. Oh no, game over.
Anyways,
Jon Snow marries Khaleesi.
Anyways, that was a big sacrifice.
I'm probably gonna get yelled out for this, but you know what? I don't care.
Hey, I'm still right though. Still out there now.
Can we turn this over to Reggie Darden, please?
Yes.
Rosebud.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about right now.
I don't know.
Apparently, a red wagon.
Wow, that's the second time a red wagon was mentioned today. I was told to purchase a red wagon and sell my books. Rotting Horse Publishing, www.rottinghorse.com. I was literally suggested to go through Times Square with a red wagon today full of my books. And then Todd Grundle, that handsome guy, he said, red wagon, wow. Carry on.
I didn't know you wrote books, Matt.
What was that?
I didn't know you wrote books, Matt.
I didn't ropoke snack, okay? Can we go to Charles now?
Hey, leave me out of this.
Everybody look at Charles Whedon.
And his honey butter.
Honey butter.
Yeah. Look at my finger. Yeah.
That's how you put the honey butter on there.
Oh my good God.
Back to the
I will say it's like another thing that at least initially bugged me about this episode was the whole seeing of dead people thing. It's like I was able to accept it because I gotta be like, okay, Tyrese is about to join the dead, so seeing these images of these dead people as he's kind of letting go of life itself, I can kind of get it. It's like I just didn't want us to be back in a whole y'all remember when Rick went crazy and he kept on seeing dead people and how annoying and some of that was.
Yes.
Now I had a problem with that. Refresh my memory, but wasn't Tyrese not around when the governor got killed?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you.
He wasn't there.
Maybe. Go ahead, Chatterer.
You go ahead, Todd. Oh.
No. And by the way, when I said Chatterer, that wasn't insulting Isaiah that he talks a lot. He just looks like the Cenobite Chatterer. But yeah, I think I don't know if exactly what you're saying. I don't know if it's about the death of the governor, but you know what? When I said earlier, when Charles said the word on the fence, that was exactly what I meant, was that Tyrese literally stood on the fence the entire Woodbury prison thing. And he did interact with the governor, but the governor was not a formative person in his life. Perhaps Herschel should have taken the governor's place. Everybody else I didn't have much of a problem with the visions of. But the governor I thought was a little too pandering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I was actually surprised. Like, instead of the governor, it wasn't
Loved it.
It wasn't his girlfriend that had died.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that would have made more sense to me. It's like that was someone that was a lot more important to him, and whose death kind of helped shape the Tyrese that we knew and loved until last night when he died.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, that would have made more sense to me. It's like everyone else being there.
Loved him a long time.
Wait.
Okay, maybe not so long time.
Matter of fact, this mofo had a long conversation with his own visions, but she's talking to himself like, wait a minute, this was a whole hour conversation. Where the hell is Rick and friends at? Like, where the hell are they?
He does that all the time.
They were off somewhere, like, and just enjoying all the sights of the zombie lower halves that were for some reason scattered all over the place out there.
I want to know
And then it's like,
going on.
what the fuck was that up with that truck that they hit that had all the top parts of the zombies? Like,
right.
I didn't get that either. Exactly.
Are you keeping them or somebody like collecting them as decorations or something? It's like, like seriously,
This is
like,
my zombie torso collection.
Right. Was this like
to me,
right?
You gotta get them off.
To me,
Zombie
this is where
torso,
the
I
title
choose
would
you.
come in. It's like, I see all these zombie torsos, and I'm thinking, okay, what happened and what's going on?
right?
Worth so much money. Really down.
This is crazy.
Hogs.
What if they were traps? What if they were? It was meant that they were going to put those on the outside of the city, to kind of like bear traps.
Interesting.
That could be the case. I can tell you what happened though. If you noticed, every one of those torsos had a W carved into its head. There was some graffiti in the town that said something about the wolves. The whole town was bombed, so I'm thinking some sort of mercenary group called the Wolves. But I might say, Rotting Horse Publishing, about a month ago, has already released a mercenary group called the Wolves. So don't fucking sue me, because in those books I do say stuff and things often. I did not steal this if this is the case. I'm already on the market. Amazon.com, buy it right now.
Again, Matt, I did not know you wrote books, Matt.
I did, because my name is Matt Moore. I used the pen name Giovanni Rusano, because not only am I handsome, but I'm smart.
But, I mean, you can have a point, though. Todd and Matt has a point. Like, it could be like another...
That guy does have a point.
Well, I mean, I noticed that when they first went into that whole, like, gated area, I was like, okay, yeah, they got hit by zombies. But then the more I saw it, yeah, they weren't hit by zombies. They were hit by people. That place had been firebombed. It'd been attacked. There was damage in the brick wall, which could not have been done by zombies. It would have had to have been done by people. Right. So they weren't, like, attacked by zombies. They were attacked by people. So whatever this wolves group is, it's a new enemy. It's probably going to be the enemy for the second half of this season.
It could be.
I really fucking hope not, but I also hope so. And I just tweeted, "Hey, Walking Dead's coming back tonight. Don't forget to get the free promotion of Meet the Mosleys." And that's where my wolves are. I hope not, but I hope so, but I really hope not.
Are you trying to like
this is like this hangout? This hangout is 25% Walking Dead, 75% talk.
Matt, thank you. Matt. Blame it on Matt. Thank you.
There's something seriously wrong with your percentages, but we'll go ahead and accept it.
Yep.
Todd, okay, so left.
Your math was Stephen Hawking's approved.
All right, so here we go. It's like let's go ahead and kick it in the wild speculations on.
Oh gosh.
Fuck are you pointing at?
Yes, don't make me fucking talk too much, guys. Come on.
I'm gonna do it. I will say my speculation. My speculation is the same as what I said 3 minutes ago. Is when I think that whoever attacked Noah's gated community is going to be the new threat. Whatever these wolves are, I think they are. Well, they're obviously original to the show, but.
Original Rotting Horse. Yeah, continue.
God damn it, Todd. But no, I think that they're going to encounter at least one of the members of these wolves probably within the next 2, maybe 3 episodes. They might have one confrontation this season, but they're probably going to play a much stronger role in season 6.
Interesting.
That is my speculation. That is all I have. Yeah.
SPEC-ulation. Speculation.
I think they're gonna go to Washington and they're gonna find a cloning facility of Beth, and they're gonna find hordes and hordes of codes of Beth, and yeah.
They're gonna find out the reason the whole thing that caused the zombie apocalypse was just tainted Beth clones.
Oh no, it was called Breaking Bad, man. That blue man? Yeah, Breaking Bad. Boom.
They're injecting her with a tainted version of the blue meth. Yeah.
Exactly. You see what I mean? Blue meth, son.
No, they're gonna get there and they're gonna find a lorry testing facility and they're gonna see how many times she can lose Carl, how many times she can flip cars with no one around.
Oh God.
All right, anyone else got their speculations?
I got one.
Daryl for president.
I got one.
All right, go ahead, Isaiah.
All right, folks. Since the group is going to Washington, knowing fact that's a very long fucking way there, they might come across, well, we already know, I hope it does happen, Alexander. This is where the cool part starts to happen, and I hope it does, because come on now. And
First off, Now, I don't know who Alexander is. I have no idea who he
let's
is.
say if it's
Alexandria, safe zone.
Anyways, back to what I was saying from before. Thanks to Wee interrupting me. Anyways, so quote unquote these wolves are pretty much we already know who the real names are of these behind these people. I will not say because that's an interesting story behind it. So what happened if these wolves quote unquote actually met the hunters and actually fucked them over and left? So this makes you think even more. Like how long this group has been going around if they are actually real. And our group will come past them, but not like in this season. But pretty much when they go to Alexandria, a safe zone, they're gonna meet them.
I don't think that the hunters would be involved because we already have met the hunters.
I'm talking about like what fucked over the hunters before. Like who was this group that fucked them over?
Oh, you're talking about the group that actually kidnapped them before they became cannibals.
Right. So it makes you think like who was that group?
Okay. Yeah, okay, I can see that. That could have been the wolves. But then again, they were in Georgia, now they're in Virginia, and I'm just not sure that most of the I don't think the groups would travel that great of a distance.
Right, how the hell did he go to Virginia so quickly? Like, damn, that was quick.
They drove.
Time jump.
It's called Star
Mars.
How long do y'all think it'll take for Morgan to catch up to the group if he does at all?
Until the series is over.
It's like
I don't even know if he will.
It's at the end of the series where everybody's all happy, and I mean, few people have died. They discovered a cure, and then Morgan says like, "Hey, I'm here." It's like, yeah, it took you long enough. It's the end of the show. Oh, damn it!
No, it'd be awesome if he just never catches up to, and they just tease it every season, and then the end of the series, he doesn't find him. He's just still walking around with his moon pies and stuff, and he's just walking around, and then they just leave it, and just everybody will just get pissed off, and they'll be like, "What? Why are you gonna tease us all this time and not have him find
Like
him?"
The Sopranos.
That would be awesome. Oh gosh.
Or that actually leads me to another legitimate speculation. I think at some point, probably not this season, but maybe in season 6, we might see an episode that is fully focused on Morgan, where Rick and his group will not even be in the episode. It's just going to be Morgan following the trail.
Didn't they already do a Morgan-centric episode?
The last Morgan episode that I remember seeing is the one where Rick and Carl come across him, and Morgan's basically insane because over grieving over the death of his son.
Stuff and things. He's grieving over stuff and things.
God damn it, Todd.
Yeah, stuff and things and shit.
Yeah, stuff and things.
So I don't know. I just think that at some point in probably the near or possibly the future, we will see an episode where Morgan is the only one in the episode.
Interesting.
Or they're setting him up to be part of the spinoff, maybe.
Oh, there you go.
I hope not.
Morgan is going to meet up with the group from Los Angeles.
Oh, God.
That's going to be the tie-in from that show to season 6.
No. No, I do not think that would be okay at all.
But that's how you sell it.
Well, no, it's just no. Well, the whole thing of the spinoff, I have no interest in it. I mean, the only thing that kind of draws me to it is Cliff Curtis. I like Cliff Curtis. I think he's a good actor. But beyond that, I have zero interest.
You have zero interest in a lot of things.
Yeah, we know.
Wait, before we go into the Isaiah zone, because anytime we talk about no interest, meh, bullshit, or negative, we're in the Isaiah zone. I've been saving this sip of drink until my next one. My last sip of drink until I go make one. For my wild speculation. And so let me hold on. Okay, I've got one, and I think it's legitimate. I was trying to say to my breeding partner, lady friend, I was trying to express to her my theory here without giving a spoiler, but so I apologize to any that I might any people here who I might sound vague to. I apologize, but I just want to say, besides how awesome the scenes today with Glenn and the Bat were, I have a feeling we may get Negan, but a different form of Negan, and today was the beginning of a different form of Lucille. Glenn's defiance to Rick, and a few other elements, I think, can combine to make Glenn a big bad of this or next season.
Interesting.
Oh, that would be intriguing.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I would never thought of that. Yeah.
Dude, that'd actually be kind of fucking cool.
That would be cool.
That would be a huge twist.
I'd be down.
I don't think anyone would see coming.
Rick
It's
versus
better
Glenn.
than the alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But that'd be a really good fight.
You're saying that like Glenn might snap and go crazy? Yeah.
That'd be really
Maybe
cool.
not even snapped, but rightfully so. Not going crazy, but deferring in opinion.
Oh, damn it! That's actually kind of leading to another speculation. Is that I think that if Todd is correct that Glenn might end up becoming a big bad, who's to say that he ends up getting killed by one of the group? And what if that person that kills him turns out to be Maggie?
Ooh.
Just as long as she
Very
dies.
possible with that whole scenario. Very possible.
Just as long as she dies, I'm aboard.
Damn.
I have no problem with Maggie. I have no problem with her at all.
Reggie's just cold, Whedon. He's just cold.
Maggie is the new Marie for me. So.
Well, I like Lauren Cohen. I
You
think
just trying to kill off the entire Green family then.
Right.
So he's like, shoot,
Maggie's
last one
the
left.
only
It's
one
like, nah, fuck him.
Right. He said, fuck those people. I don't care.
Isn't Maggie still alive in the comics? So yeah.
Yeah.
I will not tell a lie. Yes, she is.
Yes. For the longest.
But someone else is dead.
No, but I won't speak any further.
Me either.
All right, fair enough. It's like, anyone else got any wild speculation before you wrap this one up? All right, good to go. It's like, this is good as time as any. Go ahead and wrap up this discussion for The Walking Dead. We are in the second half of this season. We have another episode of The Walking Dead next week, and we will be there every step of the way right here at youtube.com/geeksofaround. If you have anything for us, you can always email us, geeksofaround@gmail.com. And we always invite and implore you to join the Geeks of the Round community. You'll find the link for that down in the description for this video, right underneath that like button. Until next time, my name is Deanna Jackson. This has been a discussion for The Walking Dead for Geeks of the Round, and we will see you next week.